You have got a take that is about to shake and quake the NBA world on LeBron James. Now, I'll set it up quickly by saying that the Denver Nuggets won game one of this Western Conference final between the Nuggets and the Lakers last night.
The Nuggets couldn't even cover the 6 points, Chris. I know people
they got
were
5,
so pissed.
right? That was your best bet too, wasn't it?
It was 6.
No, I know, but they won
push.
by 5. Didn't they win by 5?
Or they won by 6.
Oh, they won by 6.
Yeah, it was a push. It was a push. But that should have been an easy win, right?
Yeah, they were dominating for 3 quarters, and then the Lakers figured something out and came back and almost won that game. But Denver's up 1-0, and this series far from over. But your take, just share it. I mean, regarding LeBron James in this series, what are your thoughts?
I think that LeBron's legacy, we already know, Chris, is for the most part set. LeBron is still hoping that he can win a couple championships. For a lot of people, he'll never be in the eyes of Michael Jordan because he's lost too many times. But he would feel better if he had the same amount of championships as Michael Jordan. Right. But I honestly think that it's better for LeBron and his legacy, Chris, to lose in the Western Conference Finals rather than lose in the NBA Finals. I think that would be worse for LeBron if he gets to yet another Finals and he loses. If he loses in the Western Conference Finals, people will say, you know what? Denver was the best team in the West all year. Nobody expected the Lakers to get here. They beat the Warriors. They beat the Memphis Grizzlies. What a great season it was. But if LeBron was able to get to yet another Finals and wet the bed and not win, I think it's worse. I really do. I think losing before you get there, because then LeBron becomes 4-7, correct? An 11 championship.
Right.
And I think you would rather just leave it at 4-10, unless you win. I mean, 4-6, Chris, unless you win, obviously. I'm talking about if he loses.
Right.
Which would be worse, losing in the finals or losing in the Western Conference Finals? And I think losing in the Western Conference Finals actually works more, or for his narrative, more than losing yet another championship. Because I've already called him the FFOT, which is the finals failure of all time.
But that's not accurate.
He's lost more finals than any other former MVP in league history. Nobody's lost that many times.
Yeah, but not more than any other great player.
No, I said the finals
the
MVP.
The actual logo of the league
finals MVP is what I'm saying.
Okay, but that's just that.
Jerry West wasn't an MVP.
Yeah, but he's as good as a lot of MVPs. Better than some MVPs.
Not as good as LeBron.
No, but he's a top 15, 20 player of all time. Elgin Baylor, 0-7 in the finals. Why ain't he the FFO? I think that is ridiculous, Rob. That LeBron James would be better off losing in the way. I just said I think it's ridiculous. However you want to take it, it's ridiculous. And to think that it's better to lose in, an earlier stage, is Steph better off that they just lost than had he gotten to another finals? And okay, maybe they lost and he'd be 4-3. Is that what his record is? Yeah, 4-3.
No, but he hadn't lost 6. It would be 7. That's a big number. That's way bigger than losing 3. I mean, 6 losses already is huge.
You said something. I think you're going to agree with me on this. You said if LeBron gets to the finals and wets the bed, and loses, is that synonymous? Like, can he get to the finals and lose without wetting the bed?
Of course. It's called color. Okay. It's called color, when you're trying to be colorful and trying to put out a quote that people will be like, they're driving and they go, that's funny. LeBron wetting the bread. That's all it is. It's just color.
Okay. All right. So he could get to the finals and play great, which he's done many times, and lose. And here's where I'll give you, I'll say this. In the GOAT debate with Jordan, because it only hurts him there. The 4-6 record, Rob, to me, only hurts him when you're talking about the GOAT, because Jordan was 6-0. Whereas Kareem, who I'll get his record. I think he won 6. He lost. Kareem's probably like 6-3. I'll check that out though. Magic 5-4. Bird 3-2. It doesn't hurt. LeBron being 4-6 doesn't hurt him against those people. So most people agree. You and I certainly agree. If he were to win it this year and have 5 rings, that wouldn't make us put him ahead of Michael Jordan. And I think you would agree if he goes to the finals and loses and is 4-7, I don't think you're dropping him below Kareem or whoever. And so I just think you always try to go as far as you can. And here's the thing, Rob. Yes, it won't help him in the argument with Jordan. But if you're discussing LeBron against somebody else, it means something to say he got to 11 finals. He got to 11. Now he only won 4. Like Jerry West. Jerry West is ranked ahead of a lot of players, not because he won more than 1 ring, but because he got to set 9 finals. There's something to be said for that. It's not going to make you the GOAT, but you got to 9? My goodness. That's an achievement.
The difference, I think, is there's only one conversation with LeBron James. It ain't about other players, Chris, and comparing him to Kareem or to Wilt or anybody else. It's about Michael Jordan. That's the only thing with LeBron. And it's like Marv Levy. Marv Levy went to 4 straight Super Bowls. That's nice. Nobody considers him the greatest ever, despite how many NFL coaches have been to 4 straight Super Bowls? Marv Levy and maybe Bud Grant. I'm not sure if he went to 4 straight, Chris, or he went to 4 and 5 years or whatever the Vikings went to back then, and they never won. Bud Grant. And nobody ever talks about how great Bud Grant is as a coach. Nobody ever talks about how Marv Levy's one of the greatest coaches of all time. He went to 4 straight Super Bowls because he lost. Losing in the big moments in the big game. No, I'm not. But I'm just talking about.
Like I don't think Bud Grant's
about winning. It's about winning. It's about winning. No, it's about winning. Because if it was about going, this is my argument. If it's just about going and him going to 11 means something, then he should be considered better than Michael because he went to more finals. But it ain't about just going.
There's no nuance. There's no nuance. It's all not black and white?
Yeah, to me it is.
Well, then why isn't Kareem ahead of LeBron on your list? Because Kareem won 6.
He also
and he
lost
didn't lose
5,
as many as LeBron.
And he played.
Okay, but that's still a better record than LeBron. It was a
different league, and LeBron has all these other stats that he's compiled. That's
okay. So
bigger than Kareem.
And Kareem was 6-4. I'm sorry, 6-4 in the NBA Finals.
Yeah. Okay, 6-4.
But that's a better record than 4-6. So I'm why isn't he ahead? Why is Magic ahead?
Because it's not just that. It's not just that.
So there is nuance.
No, I'm talking about it's not just that. No. It's not just that. It's a. Whenever we talk about Michael Jordan, people think we're only looking at 6-0. No, it's the 10 straight scoring titles. It's Defensive Player of the Year. It's a first team All Defense. It's all kinds of other stuff. It ain't just the 6-0. That's
right,
a big strong fact.
In the midst of that other stuff, for LeBron, some of that other stuff would be, and he made it to 11 finals. I mean, that would be in the. I hear you. I'm not putting him ahead of Jordan. I get all that. But it wouldn't diminish him. It just means he's not going to. I mean, like I said, if he wins it this year, Rob, we're not putting him ahead of Jordan. Most people aren't.
Yeah, but he has a better case the more he wins. That's all. That's we all agree on that. But does the case
lessen because he was 4-7 instead of 4-6?
It would just be another loss, and the people who are the anti-LeBron people will go, this dude, he got to another finals, another L. They will be able to use that against him. When you nitpick about the greatest of all time, you will be able to use that he's lost 7 NBA finals. You're
the only person I've ever heard use that against LeBron.
Then that means that I'm the smartest guy that you've ever done a radio show with. How's that?
I ain't talking about radio show. I'm talking about period.
I'm just saying.
And you ain't the smartest guy I've ever talked to.